In a previous video, we talked about not arguing, not getting into an issue in the moment. So that can be very hard if you're really upset, and there are times where something has been done that makes you really upset. So that for sure is not the time to talk about it. But the problem is sometimes one spouse wants to address it right away, and one spouse doesn't, or both spouses are feeling very emotional about it. So how do you handle that? If you open up the topic, there's going to be an argument, possibly some yelling, not a good way to go. You have to back out. You have to walk out of the room. You may even have to leave the house just to cool down. But the important thing to remember when you do that is to make it clear to your spouse that you're not doing it as an attack. Sometimes people use that, or the silent treatment or something, to really stick it to their spouse, to show they're angry. That's certainly not a good way, a productive way of solving the issue. But leaving the house may be a good way to calm down. So you can say something like, look, I'm angry right now, and I'm going to leave the house so we don't get into this right now and get into an argument. I'm not attacking you. I'm not doing this as a way of throwing it in your face. I'm going out. I'll be back in 10 minutes, half hour. I'll be back after work, whatever it is, and we'll talk about it then. It doesn't necessarily mean that your spouse is going to be so happy with that approach, but if you are, either one of you is in that upset mode where nothing productive will get done, it's an advisable way to do things. So again, if you are coming from a genuine place and you say, look, I'm really not doing this to be annoying or to throw it in your face, I'm going out, I'm going to calm down, we'll talk about it later, and then you go, even if your spouse doesn't think that's a great idea, you'll find that later when you come back and you're both calmer, and then you can talk about the issue, it'll have been a good idea. So don't try to get into things when you're angry. If you have to leave the house, you can leave the house or leave the room, but make it clear that you're not doing it as an attack, you're doing it as a solution-oriented maneuver.